FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
Detroit Radio.
Yo, we back. We got Myra in here.
What up? Good to see y'all again.
We got me, CJ, 71_colors on Instagram. We got a special guest. He was here last week with the Hard Body Jeep Club.
Hard Body Wranglers.
Hard Body Wranglers. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
My name is Julius, Mr. 30 and up.
What's the 30 and up about?
Man, I told you last week, either you gotta have 30-inch rims or 30K into your car. And I got both.
Okay.
So you should
I'm
miss
Mr.
60 and up, right?
Not really, because the 30s don't count.
Oh, it's two different 30s.
Yeah,
okay, 30-30. Okay.
30-30 club.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like Jay-Z said, 40-40 club.
40-40.
So if they got 30-inch rims on a regular car, they good to go?
Yeah, they good to go.
As long as it's 30.
As long as
They
it's
can have
30.
$40,000
I don't know, man.
rims
So
and
I
a
don't know.
$5 car.
I guess we gonna do that, yeah.
I mean, 30-inch rims still cost.
They
They
still
still
cost.
had to pay for them rims or acquire them.
Yeah, some way, somehow.
Somehow they had to come up with it.
They took a risk.
They took a risk. That's what
That
they
counts.
did.
That counts. All risks count.
Cause I ain't never seen them 30 inches outside at night.
We gonna crack into my man Julius here. He has business, but we want to take it way back to the beginning. I call him Chapman. I met him in high school.
High school. King.
We went to King together. We just had our 20-year reunion. Shout out to the Crusaders. Let's start from the beginning, man. Well, let me say this. Back in high school, we used to have this thing called we was in 12th grade. It was a senior picnic or something, right?
Correct.
This dude had a Caprice. Tell about this car you had.
Man, I had so many cars.
I said the Caprice.
Okay. The bubble. No, that was the
That
bubble.
was a box, wasn't it? A Chevy.
The Chevy?
Yeah.
That's fine. I had the Chevy.
So a Chevy,
White
a
one.
box Caprice is an 80s version.
89.
80. It was 89
Yeah,
specifically,
Euroclub.
yours was. And then from
Euroclub.
91, did they start bubble Caprices in
Yeah,
91 to 96?
91 had skirts.
Yeah.
91, 92, 93 had skirts.
There
I think
we
they
go.
went to the open wheel like 94, 95, 96.
94,
Like
yeah.
them, like them.
That one you had was a 2-door, 4-door, that white
I
one.
had 4.
4-door?
Yeah.
With some wheels on it?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
remember
can't
this.
say
This
everything,
dude-
man. There's certain things you got to tell the story.
This-
Because
you-
I don't
you
know how
had
much
it.
of the story I can tell.
You tell what you wanna
We
tell
get to
about
tell about what type of movies I was playing on the
This dude-
senior picnics and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well hold on now, slow
You wanna
down.
hear that?
Because I had TVs and stuff playing movies, but
Movies.
yeah,
Videos. You want
Videos.
PG-13?
Nah, they was never PG-13.
Okay, just
Double
double
X,
check it.
Triple X.
Man, all that.
But was you starring in it?
Hey,
I was not the
What you
star.
started?
I was
Were
not
you
the
even
star.
in it?
Man,
Were
I
you the
was-
cameraman? Were you in the room?
And I don't even know who was in them movies.
Jesus
I was just
Christ.
finding them. I never even paid for one.
That
of
was the
them movies.
DVDs then?
Yeah, we had
He had the,
DVDs.
he had the
PlayStation 2.
thing up under the carpet in the back.
PlayStation
We
2.
still had VHSs then, though.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
2003. We
You
had
had
VHSs.
2002,
In your
3,
car?
Yeah, we had them right there up under the radio. And with the little, they still had.
Man, you tell how old you is, bro.
Yeah, I had DVDs.
I had DVDs.
I had
mean,
a
but
PlayStation
they
2.
still was putting,
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
call them,
yeah.
sound creation was putting the VHSs right there.
In the
So
front.
you had an 89 Caprice on what kind of rims?
Oh, that was spokes then.
Oh,
Made
some spokes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we was all about
They was
spokes.
yeah, that was 2003. That was before
Yeah.
Blades,
Yeah.
Blades, and
Yeah,
then
they was coming. Blades was on. If you had spokes, Blades was on your neck.
yeah,
It was like
you had to change
it's,
that pretty
it's
soon.
kind of like Ruchis and
What
Fords.
size was they?
Huh?
What size was it? It was like 20s or something?
22s.
22s?
Yeah, that's when
22s
Young
was
Buck
a
came
big
out.
deal when they
he
came
said
out.
22s couldn't fit, I said they liars because I got 22s, my baby. they wouldn't fit.
I remember
That's
seeing
all for
22s on expeditions.
Yeah,
Back-
but on the
back-
Durangos or
and
But
they
something.
see,
was huge.
but see,
Ram
to set the
truck first.
president though, we talking about you seen that on grown people that worked at Chrysler Ford
Yeah.
or I was in high school.
Right.
We talking about high school.
How'd you acquire these rims?
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
You might want to take your glasses off.
You gotta get up. You gotta get too fast. Let's,
And what you said, we gotta take the risk.
we gotta roll.
The risk is cost.
Oh.
So we went to high school together. We graduated, and then
I got kicked out, but
You got-
you graduated.
yeah, I
You did not
graduated.
graduate.
I graduated, but not from there.
Oh, not from there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we graduated. He went somewhere else and graduated.
Yeah.
So let's get into that story right there. We had a whole gap in between 2003 until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I did 15 years.
15 years.
15 years, 7 months.
15 years, 7. Do you mind sharing that story with us?
So
And I want all you young guys to listen up too, man.
I think when we young, man, we immature and we make poor decisions. And not only do we make them, our communities like support them. So we see what everybody else around us doing, and we end up falling into the same mode. So like when I came home, I remember my mom was telling me like, Julius, you don't have to tell everybody your story. You should be embarrassed about going. I said, Ma, I ain't did shit wrong. I mean, I ain't do nothing wrong. The reason why, because if you know anything about society, they put us in these situations. So they had a number for me. Either I was supposed to be dead or in prison before the age I turned 25. So how I do something wrong if they already said me being born to a teenage mother and a father in prison that I was supposed to be dead or in jail by the age of 25? I just fell into the mold. How did I do anything wrong? I did what they said I was going to do.
You was a statistic.
But not when I came home, I wasn't statistic. They said within 2 years I was going to go back. However, I did. I came home the first time in 2019, man. I was home for 42 days. And somebody I seen from my past seen me and said I did something. I said something to them. I threatened them. And they sent me back.
That's all it took was somebody said you threatened.
That's all it took was somebody said.
No, it was true or false. No matter. He said it.
He called my parole officer, said, hey, man, I just seen blah, blah, blah. He said that he had killed me and my entire family. I said, I went through a report. They said, put your hands behind your back. I said, for what? What'd I do? They said, S, Y, and Z said that you threatened to kill my entire family. I said, okay. So I fought it. Now, it's a difference between going through the judicial system and the parole board setting. When I went through the parole board setting, the only thing they did was open up my file for the 15 years I've been in prison. They said, even if you didn't do it, your file looked like you would have did something like this.
Wow.
So I had to do it. That was the first time, man, in my entire life I cried. First time.
So the whole 15 years you never
No, I was guilty. I was guilty. I did it.
Right.
Why I'm gonna cry over something I did? You know, that's like spilling some milk, and you intentionally did it. You made me mad. I spilled the milk. Why am I gonna cry over doing that? That's what I did. But when you send me back for something I didn't do, I was happy to come home. After 15 years, I mean, I was poised. Couldn't tell me nothing. Working out, looking good, feeling good.
So you did the 15, then
Did
came home
15
and
straight.
So what did you do total?
I was 15 years and 7 months. I was home. I did 15 straight. Was home for 42 days. Went and reported. Handcuffed. Didn't see the streets.
For how long?
7 months.
7 months.
7 months.
Wow. You mind sharing the story?
Which part of it?
The beginning. They got you to
Like
the 15 years.
between the rims, the 22-inch rims, and the
getting out.
conviction. What happened between then?
You know, I don't know, man. I think I just start, the older I get, man, I just start smelling myself. You know, and you get that big head, you start making bad decision after bad decision. You going down to Frank Murphy and 36th District, you beating case after case after case. Right. You making more money. You're like, oh, I'm untouchable.
You getting the big
I'm
head,
untouchable.
Yeah.
I'm never going to jail. You're going to have to kill me out here, but I'm not going to jail. Right. That's your best option is kill me. And then, when they said guilty, that was case closed. I had shot somebody though, man. I was 19 years old. I was a year out of high school. And like I said, I was just making poor decision after poor decision, just being immature, not thinking about the outcomes.
So you got charged with what? Attempted murder?
Attempted murder. Yeah. Attempted murder. And the thing about it is, like, a lot of people don't understand this point, is that, like, people talk about tomorrow not promised. Yeah, it is. It is. If I'm eating healthy, I ain't got no diseases or nothing, tomorrow is promised.
When people say that, it's kind of a glass half empty mentality.
But it sounds stupid to me though. It sounds stupid to me when people say, "Oh man, I'm gonna spend it all today because tomorrow ain't promised." Right. And then tomorrow you ask me for $10. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. I mean, plan for tomorrow like it's gonna come, but you can still have fun like for today. They say enjoy the present. Enjoy the present, cause tomorrow not promised, but enjoy the present.
So what was it like when you heard that guilty verdict? Did you go all the way to trial or did you take a plea?
I actually took a plea.
Okay.
I took a plea.
So it was your decision. You knew this was what was the charges that trumped up. These are the charges against me. I can't prove I wasn't there.
Correct.
I didn't do it. I don't have an alibi.
Correct. I took a plea, man, because like you said, all the charges was trumped up against me. Yeah. I had people coming in pointing at me, people that you thought was your friends.
They was pointing you out.
So you know that's another thing. Yeah. And then like I didn't really understand what I was doing, honestly. 19 years old. They were saying 13 years for the crime, 2 years for the gun. So that's 15 years at 19 years old. I didn't even technically live 15 years of being free. You got to think, you just started getting free, probably about 14, 13, right. The lifestyle I was living. Right. So technically, I only really had 5 good years of running the streets.
And only 1 year of being an adult where you could have done something legal, you know?
Facts.
Like, technically, you only had 1 year to do a bunch of legal stuff. And I mean,
honestly, like when the judge told me 180 months. I didn't know what 180 months meant.
I can't do that, man.
Me neither. At 19,
I was 60 is 5.
So honestly, I thought I was gonna die in prison. When he said 180 months, I divided it by 2. They told me these gave me 80 years. So I did the quick math. I went back into the bullpen. I'm like, the judge gave me 80 years. And then somebody older than me, he was like,
you had 15 years to figure it out.
I had 50. No, I ain't. No, you know, you always get that old OG. He like, no, man, 12.
Right.
That he ain't get you number 15 years. I said nothing but.
Nothing but.
That's what we talking about. 15 years, nothing but. I didn't realize that, honestly, in jail, I didn't realize I was going home until I did half of it.
You didn't know.
The first 8, I was wilding. If you seen me in the streets, them first 8, I was on steroids in prison. Because what it is, they usher so many of us at the same time to the same prisons, and I didn't like you then in the streets. What do you think I'm gonna like you in here?
Right.
And so it just creates a bigger and bigger problem. You pouring gasoline and you giving us the matches.
Right, you already here.
I didn't realize I was going home to 2012.
And you didn't come home till
2019.
Till 19.
Yeah. I said, I was sitting in the hole. Actually, I'm sitting in the hole at this time. And I told myself, I said, man, I done did half of my time already. If I don't tighten up now,
so
yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit extra.
They gave you 13 to what?
13 to 40.
So
13 to 40.
They could have flopped you up to 40 years.
They could have flopped me up to 40 years. I could still be in prison right now.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, prison showed me that I wasn't as dumb as the decisions that I made. That's what it showed me. Because I started getting around guys that I was being raised with, they couldn't read and write.
That's what happens when you get older. You start to realize like some of these people
you be
that
like,
you're around, you're like,
but
I'm not the worst.
But see, you so young and mature, you start thinking that everybody around you are just like you. So the money that I was making in and then, I'm like, damn, dog, getting that too. Right. But now that I look back on it, he wasn't. Like I said, everybody wasn't pulling up in my parking lot in the 12th grade. And this, actually, he talking about 11th grade because I wasn't even at King. And I had a bubble for my 12th grade. I had a bubble. I ain't going to say what the license plate said, but I had a bubble my 12th grade year. Man.
Why we?
Because, it's cuss words in it. They let me get away with it. I slid. It was dip or something.
And it was on the license plate?
Yeah.
And you got it? Hold on. No, you got it. You can tell it. We'll let that one slide.
It's dip-a-hoe.
Dip-a-hoe?
Yeah, and then I dropped
Spell it. D-I-P?
Dip-a-hoe. D-I-P-A-H-O-E.
They didn't catch that.
No, they didn't. I turned around and put hoe I dip behind it.
Wow.
I put that on a Malibu. Like 83 Malibu.
So then you got away with it twice.
I got away with it twice.
No wonder you felt invincible.
You felt like I can do anything.
Right. I done went to the state right.
Frank Murphy can't touch me. I'm beating these speeding tickets.
They catch you with no insurance.
But that's when we had sprinkled in though. With the short. Yeah, we had things changed. Things didn't change.
I didn't get my first real insurance until I was 28. First real insurance, I was 28 years old. And it was on the
young. You was 25 and under. Your insurance was $1 million.
Man, my parents, they straight up taught me, you better go over here and get this insurance from this paper. Get that $60 and go over there and get this paper.
Man, that's how it was though.
But see, like I think back to it though, man. And I think, like I said, I'm sitting there. Like y'all don't know this neither. I published 20 books in prison. Like literally, I was like the president. Like I'm the one that showed people from in prison that they could actually publish books.
What made you get into that? Just too much time on your hands?
No, honestly, what made me start writing books is I kept reading other people's books and they making these $1 million a day, and I'm like, man, I wasn't doing nothing out there then. Dog was doing $2-3 million a week, and my little 10s and 15 wasn't meaning nothing. So I just wanted to basically water it down until the truth of what was really going on in the communities. $10,000-$15,000 a week, that's a lot of money. But when I was reading the books, they was doing, but in the books, they doing $1 million. I'm like, well, I ain't know no people when I was coming up that was doing $1 million a week. No. Or they was just putting gasoline on the stories. It's just, and you could tell the people who was writing them, they wasn't for the streets. So I did that, man. I wrote, I think I published. Book? My first book was She Knew Better, She'd Do Better.
What was that about?
Man, we not finna get off and talk that.
What was that about?
Give us a
go read it. Go read it. Go read it, man. Go read it, man. Honestly,
that's the part that I read.
Honestly, I can't even tell you what all the books was about because it's so long ago. You gotta think. We gotta think. I wrote them books back in 2008. So what's that? Almost 14 years ago.
Did they ever come out to be published?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I published over 20 books. I stopped writing urban novels because I stopped. I didn't want to keep promoting the negativity.
Right.
Cause I'm adding to the problem actually.
Right.
So then I started writing motivational novels. I did children books. I did it all.
Children books, I feel like make a lot of money. I think if you want to be a millionaire in America, I've always said do something with kids. Make a toy that every kid can want. That's it.
But the thing about it is the reason why I started like turning the page because I became a product of my own environment again. You know, by writing on books.
You had to live it.
Yeah, and then I started thinking like, and it's kind of like we could get to like my present too as well, and I still apply it to right now. That a lot of guys in prison, man, when they woke up in every day, they was ready to go home, but who was prepared? Right. It's a big difference. We could go to every prison in this world right now and ask anybody, you ready to go right now? Everybody gonna say yes.
What's they plan? What they got when they get on the other side?
But who's really prepared, man?
Right.
Who's really prepared? And now when these guys call me every day, or when they call, I get to telling them, man, like, you can never be prepared for this end. Because a lot of the things that I thought I was gonna be doing over here, I'm not doing. So you can't really be, and I'm talking about some of them guys do spend night and day trying to be prepared, but how can you prepare for the inevitable? You don't know what it is. You really don't know what it is. You don't know what you're coming home to. You don't know if your parents are gonna be living. You don't need, you don't know how financial circumstances they're gonna have or what.
No, you never even paid bills yet, right? Really?
Yeah, I had my own house.
You know,
Y'all was on
Chelsea and Eastwood.
Hold on, you had your own house, like rent or like a mortgage? A mortgage is different.
Yes, that's a rent.
Okay, so
It's
that's what
a
I'm saying.
rent. Yeah.
Like, you know, going out to get a mortgage and all that and actually building equity for your future is different.
It's different.
Because,
but
if you can't rent a house.
If you living on your own, it's the same.
He basically said like he was living on his own.
Well, I'm just saying, but now you coming home in your 30s.
I own my house now.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You're not trying to rent no more, right?
I own my house.
That's what I'm saying.
I won't have to rent.
We're going to get to that part.
Well, okay. That's what I'm saying. We're saying the exact same thing.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, being prepared for that. A lot of people don't know what it takes to even get through that process.
But at 16 years old, renting a house and staying in it, that's owning.
That's a big deal.
That's what I'm saying. So it's about I was ahead of my time. My grandma told you, boy, you know too much. You ahead of your time. I'm like, no, I'm just living right now. I ain't. And the crazy part about it is, like, when I think about all my life, I used to always tell her, like, if I die, bury me in this. Like, why was a 18-year-old or 17-year-old? Why was I even thinking like that? That shows immaturity. Why would I be going to my grandma, don't bury me in no suit. Bury me in this so I can, so people can remember.
So you didn't even think you was gonna make it?
Nah, prison saved me, man.
Do you think so?
I know so. Had I don't go to prison, somebody would have killed me. Somebody, mama's son would have killed me. That's just facts. I mean,
that's a lot of people's reality.
Yeah, prison saved.
The way you was going, you knew for sure.
The road I was going down,
was that.
somebody's son or daughter was gonna kill me. Somebody's
gonna get you.
Yeah, I mean, but
lucky me. It gave you the time you need to mature and get your
too much time.
But I think sometimes
you probably could have did 5
sometimes
years.
we think,
no, I would have went back after 5.
Oh, all right.
Sometimes we think the worst things are worse, but sometimes it's actually the best things. The worst things are sometimes the best things for us. Yeah. Because, like you say, how long he not been in there, no one telling.
Right.
You would have been, you know. And now that made him and shaped him to the person he is today.
Right.
So we can get into that. He's in the real estate. Go ahead and tell us what you do now. That you left that life alone.
Yeah, I left that life alone. So when I first came home the second time, I was working for this company renovating houses. And shit, they told me everything I knew, like from the ground up, from paint to drywall and everything. And then before you know it, I was their #1 flipper. I was flipping 5 houses a month. And I'm like, why am I working for y'all? Like, it came to a point that I was making anywhere between $20,000 to $60,000 a week flipping that many houses. Like, literally, money was going like this. And
it's coming.
Yeah, I'm like, I could never fall off from this, and I never will. But I just can't see myself with the working mentality that I had then. Like, I kind of ran myself into the ground. Don't you know how you work so much that you get overwhelmed with work? And then not only that, with my son too as well.
30s kick in.
30s heavy to put on the truck.
30s.
That's why I think that's why people really ain't still in 30s like that. They heavy, man.
They too heavy to pick up.
Yeah, it's gonna take.
You gotta be lifting weights. You gotta be in the gym.
They gotta take like 4 or 5 blocks to sit on top of the jack to jack the truck up to get the wheel off.
That might be the reason.
Yeah,
30s might be the safest rims you could have.
I don't know. They got something a little bigger, man. I'm looking at.
With 32s.
What? That's it? We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know, we just show them.
You must live in the suburbs. You don't drive in Detroit.
You still stay in the hood?
No,
Dang, man.
You still stay in the hood.
You saved all that money up in 28, not paying insurance. You still stay in the hood?
Damn. All that money saved it. You know what didn't get saved. That money was about Jordans. We buying shoes.
That's what we do.
That's what we did. Because that's what you learned. You know?
That's what we did.
Like,
Hold on. That's what we did. I don't own a pair of Jordans right now. Not one pair.
the ones I own are all like from years before.
That
They've
you
been
been
sitting.
had?
I just be like going through the closet. Like, I don't need to go buy shoes. I can go through my closet.
When I was immature, like I said, when I was 19, 17, 18, I fell into them little traditional fads. Now I'm a grown man. The clothes don't make me, the man make the clothes.
Exactly.
So it don't take me for me to put. A lot of times these guys be out of shape with their Gucci shirt on because they trying to impress somebody. She can't wear that Gucci shirt unless she finna wake up in it. But she ain't gonna wear it over her friend's house.
Nah,
so a lot of guys, when they be having these bust down, she could drive that truck outside though.
That's the truth. She can drive it.
She can drive it. You know, I ain't.
What if she hit the curve?
That's what I pay my insurance for.
What if she hit the curve backing up?
Insurance don't cover that part, do it. You can't have them raggedy rims, man, with all the scratches on there, looking like a little hood rat.
So you in the real estate now.
I'm in the real estate now.
What are you doing now? So you learned these skills from this company that you were working for.
I did.
And you decided to apply them for yourself and build your own company, build your own self.
I did. So now I just buy houses mainly in Macomb County because that's where I reside at. I don't like to go. I'm lazy in the morning. When I wake up, I want to drive 5 minutes to the job site. Right. And if I don't want to be there, when I get there, turn around and drive 5 minutes back. I just don't want to put in the work no more because I put in so much of it. So now I'm working smarter, not harder. That's what I'm paying you to go and do. I'm just coming to check and make sure you're doing the work now. But yeah, I just find houses, man. I find houses all the time. Like I just bought one the other day for $69,000.
Right.
And it took us 2 weeks. It's about to be on the market by Friday.
So what is that gonna retail for?
$170.
$170.
That's
so that's like $100,000 profit.
Not really, because you got to think. I paid $69 for it. I put $15 into it, and I still got to pay closing costs. I walk away with about $80.
80. And how long that's gonna take us? Like what? 2 weeks, 2 months, a month and a half?
To sell it?
Yeah. No, total. From the time you bought it to the time you sell it.
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. That's why I was saying we could bet that 60.
There you go.
I'm still have something left over.
Man, he ready to spend it already.
I'm
ready to bet too. Actually, I've been talking all week. I'm like, I hope they get into it.
You bet the whole thing.
I'm betting.
Man, I think we gotta enjoy life. You know, people say tomorrow not promised, but we do have to enjoy the process.
Enjoy it
like a lot of people say, oh man, you gonna come home and try to catch up. Catch up on what? When you catch up, you're not enjoying.
I heard a guy say that. He said, when you get where you're trying to go, you don't appreciate the journey. It's the journey that make you appreciate the end goal to where you got. Because all the bumps, the learning lessons,
you learn.
the up and downs, and then when you finally get there, you look back like, man, that was a great journey. Now you appreciate where you are.
But I don't appreciate it yet. Because I'm like
you're still going through the journey.
That's what I'm still going through the journey. Yeah, that's like they say you can't talk about LeBron's career because he's still playing.
Yeah, till it's over.
So I'm still on the journey. Like my son just turned 1 in April and I got full custody of him. Oh, wow. So I'm still on a long journey. Your son just turned 13?
12.
So 12, but that's
the journey.
I still got 11 more years before I get to that. Like it's so much stuff more that's finna be thrown at me that I'm not ready for. That's gonna be like, whoo, it's gonna knock me back on my heels.
Life is a journey, so I mean, it is exactly that. What was I gonna say? I wanted to go back to the prison. So in prison, I mean, yeah, because right now you just making a bunch of money now. Like,
he excited about that part. You should go to 60 days, or was it 60 days locked up or something?
Oh my God, I would never. I've been.
You just been there.
Whoa.
You just was there. I'm like,
chill.
You was just literally there.
So would that be before the pictures or after the picture we posted last week?
That was before, probably before and after.
Hold on, was it? It was after. It was before. So anyway, no, I was in high school and I went through kind of the same things. Like, I flunked 7th grade, and I've always felt like that was like the best thing for me. It held me back because I shouldn't have graduated. I should not have graduated in 2003. Like, I was super immature, didn't know what I was gonna do. I had no plan or anything like that. I actually thought, like, probably like most people, like, we just gonna go out here and make money doing the street thing, right? And luckily, I just, I stayed. I didn't stay in school. I ended up going back to school, but I did go to jail too.
And what do you do now? What do you do now? Tell it.
I don't do nothing. I chill.
What do you do now, Myra?
I build cars on the side. You want to talk about these tools?
I want to talk about your 9 to 5.
Let's talk about these tools.
He's an engineer, y'all. So don't let him think like he's really not smart or something. Myra's an engineer. He was at GM. Now he's working somewhere else.
Oh, man.
So what are these tools about?
So, because Toolin and Foolin, we never get to talk about the actual tools that we use, right?
Okay.
So, you know any of these? So, everybody gets, like, their tools that they like to use, right? The things that they go to. So these are some of my go-to tools. Like as you can see, I'm a DeWalt man. CJ, if he pulled out his tools, it would be all Milwaukee, right?
I got Ryobi.
Oh, see, he was gone.
Where
He's
you at?
scoot
What's
over,
that?
scoot
Home Depot or
over.
something?
Huh?
Man, Walmart.
Walmart?
No, they don't.
Kmart tools.
No, it's from Home Depot.
Man,
like
what
on
color
the
is your
bottom
tools?
of-
Green?
Blue
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, see,
green?
we don't like them. No, you gotta.
It's all the same thing.
It's not.
Cause see, the
See,
difference between me and you, when my tool go, I guess what I'm gonna do?
Go to Walmart.
Put it back in the box and take it back and get another one.
You gotta go and put it back in the box.
You gonna go buy another one. You gonna go spend.
They'll take, no, they won't.
No,
take
they
it.
won't.
They won't take that
They
back.
won't. This is my.
You
this
put
is
some
my
tape on the
girl.
box, they will.
You put some tape on the
They
box.
not even opening the
He
door.
finessing them, basically. He said he finessing them.
There is no warranty on power
He gonna
tools.
buy another one, put that one in the box, and return it, my man.
Finessing. I like that word.
I've always told people that every woman should have this in their car. Because if you get on the strand on the side of the road, you should have an impact gun with you.
Take the tire off.
Take your tire off for you.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I change my rims all the time with a 4-way. You don't need that.
With a
Ooh,
four-way?
he's
No
crazy.
way.
He out his
Man,
mind.
you got prison muscles and stuff, bro.
He crazy. A four-way.
What kind of
Yeah.
exercise?
Why not?
Life is simple. Boom,
Boom.
boom.
I don't have one of those.
That's because they don't make them for Ryobi. You gotta be hand tools.
Man, they make Ryobi.
But why are you using a four-way to change rims that you change often?
I don't change often.
I
A
don't
lot of
even
time,
own
I
a
could
4-way.
go to the rim shop. They charge me $60 to do it. So I'd rather work smarter than harder.
That's hard work. This is the easiest.
Yeah, I
Easy.
get them $60. $15 a rim is not gonna kill me. $60. But the other day I just bought some 28s for my new work truck. Yeah, I ran 28s on the work truck.
So
Yes,
how did you
yes.
put them on? With a four-way?
With a 4-way.
How long did it take you?
But probably
Sweating.
No, I
Where
wasn't.
the pictures of this?
Probably-
You had to
probably-
show you sweat.
probably
Felt
40
like you-
minutes.
20 with this at most.
Man.
And that's what you lifting them up. and putting them
Patience. I ain't going nowhere, man.
on. I mean, I'm not about to. You just said you work hard, smart, not hard.
But I wasn't in a rush that day.
I don't care if I'm in the rush or
But
not.
see, the thing about it is, you gotta enjoy the process.
The process
enjoy
would have
the
been
process.
clicking this way.
So this what I'm about
going
to tell
on
you.
With the freaking
So
luggage.
in prison, you gotta understand, like, you forget to do some of the
Yeah, I
simple.
work with my tools.
In prison, we start cherishing the little small things. Snowball fights with your girl. I can't do that in prison. Just can't.
Well,
Could y'all have snowball fight?
Technically, not in there. You can't. You don't supposed to throw no snowball. It's a ticket.
Oh, really? If
Yeah.
you actually pick up a
that's
snowball?
like
Yeah.
that's like you like fighting like aggressive.
But I'm just saying, like, you just start. You miss the little things, man. Sitting in there. You
So
start
you
thinking
telling
about.
me you've been out? How long you been out now?
3 years.
3 years. And the excitement that you want to have is putting wheels on with a
I
four-way.
didn't say that was the.
That's
excitement.
what you really want
Man,
to tell me.
I travel just as much as you, if not more.
Do you
I
still
don't
talk
use
to
a
people in
four-way.
jail,
Huh?
in the prison? Do you still speak?
I do. I
you
do.
tell them about your time putting tires and stuff?
What a
on
four-way.
No, they don't be asking about that. They be more asking about the yacht that I drive on or something, you know. When he come flying past a little speedboat and we get to waving at him.
Have y'all done that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You seen him out on his?
What? Come on, quit playing.
Oh, all right.
I went with him. We looked at his.
Yeah.
I took him to get his first boat.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
didn't
you
buy
took him to
it. Yeah.
I ain't,
you didn't
I,
buy the
I
first
ain't
one?
playing. I'm running it up.
It's
I'm really running it up. Like we say,
right.
we run Detroit. I'm really running it up. They call me the Run It Up King, Mr. 30 and up,
30
Run It Up King.
Running it up. 30 and up, running it up.
You got all the aliases.
Why not?
Where's your Instagram?
Or not? 30 and up.
30 and up.
Yeah. I just got
Is there
Instagram.
underscore or anything?
30_in_up.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
I
How?
think, is there an arrow like up or is it UP?
UP. It can be.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You land on the 29K, you under.
So, right now, we got the prison story done. We got the.
We're going to come back to it.
Why do you want to stick on this, man?
It's interesting.
It's
Everybody,
interesting.
why do you think they got so
Why
many?
is Discovery
they have-
Channel my
Exactly.
first time
That's why
locked up
they
and all
have
that?
it.
God
But
damn.
this is the first time we got to meet somebody out of prison.
You
and
never.
They ain't going
So
back.
you telling me
I
nobody
ain't
you know
going
been to
back.
jail?
Nope.
You a liar.
Not that did anything positive afterwards.
Jesus Christ, you was around some bad people.
I told you.
How many people you know that did some positive stuff afterwards?
A lot of them. They not back in there. I mean, they could be cutting grass. They can do anything. That's positive. As long as they're not going back there, that's positive.
But
as long as they
it's
trying
a
to.
difference
They
between
get out of
being
prison and
positive
work
and
hard. You think they cut
successful.
grass now?
Yeah, that's
He
just they
changed
successful.
Rams.
They
They
went
cut
four
grass.
ways. Like, they got manual
Y'all work
skills.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's a different level to it. Like I was just sending some people some memes earlier saying that when you date a guy that make over 6 figures, you gotta talk to him differently. You can't talk to him like no guy sitting on the couch playing video games, eating up your chips and the kids' milk. It's a different level of conversation with him.
So what's the conversation? What if she not making it?
I don't need a woman in my life to make the same thing I make but her ambition has to match that. It has to.
So what's the conversation versus a $600,000 guy or guy that eat Fruit Loops and eat the Lunchables and play video games?
It's a different conversation for sure.
What can she say to this guy that she can't say to that guy?
Because one thing for sure, the guy that sit on your couch, you're gonna be talking to him crazy.
Talking to him nasty. Get up, get a job, you stink, you dirty.
So you're gonna talk to him crazy. So when it's a guy who's making that, you really don't know what to say to him because you've been saying this your whole life that you like, dang, you don't know how to appreciate it.
So you're a life changer.
I could be that.
You're a life changer now.
I could be
They lost words when they see you.
It happens.
They don't know
often.
what to say.
It happens. I got a couple witnesses that could attest to that.
Oh God, Chapman.
Single is being hard. It's hard being single out here.
Okay.
Huh?
So
It's hard being single.
It is.
let me take you back to a conversation, not to cut you off, that me and you had. And I like what you
Hold
said.
on, let me just tell you why it's hard being single.
Yeah.
If I go on 10 dates, right?
Cost you $1,000.
There you go.
Easy.
See, that's easy. That's a bill. That's your car note. That's your car note.
They don't
So if I go on
understand
20
that, though.
dates in 1 month, that's $2K.
You didn't spend a
You got that much time to go on 20 dates?
I do.
Jesus Christ.
That's
You ain't
'cause
working.
I got that much money.
You ain't
said
working,
he
though.
don't.
I don't have to
You ain't
work.
working. You ain't doing something.
I'm in
Some
a
site
position-
is not. Some
in a
work,
position
some drywall
of
is not
power.
getting put up.
Huh? That's
Some
what I paid them
drywall
for.
is crooked.
That's
if
what I
you're
paid
not
them
there
for.
And you go on 20 dates.
You shorting screws.
Something is not getting done.
How many
right.
how many screws go into a sheet of drywall?
I don't know. It's not no set number.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Is it a set number of screws that supposed to go into a drywall?
How
I mean,
far
I
is the
would
Because
do-
beam?
one
I
screw,
would do
you could
12.
put one screw into a piece of drywall and to hold it up.
Christ, do not buy no houses that he's selling.
I'm just saying
Maybe
one
it's
piece.
muddy.
No, I'm not talking about where it'd be a finished product, but if you're trying to put up one piece by yourself, you can put one and it's not gonna fall until you get your other screws ready.
Technically.
Yeah, technically, that's we just
situation.
not the ceiling one, but the
Not the
walls,
ceiling. There
not
we
the
go.
ceiling,
I'm
but the
saying,
walls
don't
for
try that
sure.
on the ceiling, people.
No, you gotta put a
At least 3 on the ceiling.
maybe
3 will hold it.
Maybe more than I don't know. I ain't never tried it.
Because you own Ryobi tools instead of
It
the
won't
wall.
work.
Oh, here we go.
I
Come on,
think
man.
the
What
walls
was
are responsible.
okay? What was you taking us to?
Oh, well, me and you was talking. We was talking about a guy, and we was talking about money, and you was like, you learned from being in prison that the time you spent there and the money you made, I guess whatever job you had, that you'd rather work twice as hard for a legal dollar than an illegal dollar. You remember that conversation
Yeah.
we just having?
Yeah. Because I was saying that, like, I think people, I'm speaking from experience. You know, a lot of people just speak just because they just judging. But the legal life side, the legal side of life, it just don't pay. It's cool now, but when you think about it, let's say that I made from the age of 14 to 15. Let's just say I made $1 million.
In a year, good time.
Huh? No, and that's 5 years. That's 5 years selling drugs. 5 years, from 14 to 19.
Oh, you said 15.
That's what I meant to say, from 14 to 19.
2014,
Okay.
2019.
That's 5
Okay, there we
years.
go.
Let's say I made $1 million,
All right.
but I did 15 years for it.
Right.
So what is that?
Wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. And you know how many guys that we see that's on indictments right now that's on their way for 10 years? That's conspiracy. If I'm driving his car and he's selling drugs, I could go to jail for conspiracy because we already knew that he didn't have no job.
Right, so how you get this?
So I'm living a good life with him.
Right.
Then guess what? They're gonna. It's not worth it. So yeah, you might as well go ahead and jump in and get the bag too. But it just don't pay, man. Crime don't pay. But a lot of people, that's the only thing they know.
So what made your mind? What made you understand that and change your mind and way of thinking about that? What light bulb clicked on, and what made you get to that point?
When I got up close, like I was telling him, when you get up close and personal with people, and you start seeing that, bro, me and you can't even think alike. Like
Right.
you really need no simple math. Like you be like, man, no, 2 + 2 is really 5.
Like these
Like-
people, you can see they don't have a choice.
And
Like they don't have too many other options.
we didn't been sitting in school. We have all been sitting in school, and that one person had to read out loud, and you be like.
I love it.
But it happens so many times. But they'd be the funniest ones in class because they have to have that shield to cover them
Right.
from what they can't do. It's a lot of people in this world that can't read and write, man. And I'm not talking about them. I'm just saying that, like, you'd be surprised what they can and can't do. A lot of people can talk, though.
Yeah.
They could talk. They could talk. You be like, oh, man, dog, smart as I don't know what. Until you be like, hey, man, write me a check. You be like, man, how do I sign my own signature?
I got an uncle, and actually my dad could read, but my uncle couldn't read at all. He actually traveled with the circuit, with the Universal Soul Circuit, and he did all their promotions. Don't smile, I see you. I see you trying to grin.
I'm trying to figure out was he dressing up into the circus?
Yeah, probably so. He like dressing up.
I wanted to get in the circus, man.
What would you be?
I don't know. I want to be the bear or something. Like, not the bear, but the ring bear or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But what he would do to manage it, like not being able to read, he would just ask questions. He would constantly ask you questions, and so you would never know that you're reading for him right now. Like, oh, well, tell me what that sign is. I can't see that over there. But you're reading for him.
And you'd be surprised, like some criminals are some of the smartest people that you would ever meet. Some. I'm not saying all.
Yeah.
Some of them just using the tools that's dealt with them and surviving off of it. Yeah. And it's a lot of. But the thing I don't understand is how when guys like, man, we could throw some names out there. We know some BMF members. And we just, how did they make all that money and not want to go legit? It was so many ways that after you make all them millions, why am I still taking these chances? It just don't make sense to me. Are you that caught up in the lifestyle?
But I talk to some dudes who make a ton of money and they say it's too easy to stop. Like, why would I? I don't have to do nothing. All I have to do is call you and call him, and this is coming here, and that's going there, and I'm getting my money.
But we done seen some of the greatest ones have that same ideology, and they still fall victim.
Yeah.
So when you got to go do that 30 years, that 15 years, is it worth it? It's not. All the little hood rats you had, they ain't writing you. They not writing you. Let's scratch that. They moved on.
They ain't shoveling your mama's snow.
None of
they ain't
that.
cutting her grass.
None
they
of
ain't
that.
checking on her.
None of that.
She carrying the groceries in her house, falling. The steps need salt on them.
How long you had a girl when you went in, right? How long your girl stick with you, or did you ever answer the phone call?
Yeah,
he had to have something. He
Joy.
No, you didn't put her name out there?
Oh, yeah, why not? If you know me, you know her.
Did she go to King?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Joy Cole.
Where's she at now?
I have to see a picture of her.
I don't know where she at now.
So how long did it take for her to stop answering your call? You have to collect
calls
from.
See, I'm a real player, right?
Oh,
so it's a difference. So it's a difference between somebody that can't hold their own weight and somebody that can hold their own weight. I went to jail with 162,000. So that's a different ball game. That's game changer cash. That lasted me for some while. So I was able to, hey, I could buy a Louis purse back then still.
Jeez.
Because I had it.
You sound like Jonathan.
You know what? Listen, she was in my corner. She was going to Michigan State, and she was in my corner. She left me when she found out I was cheating on her with her best friend.
How are you cheating? You in jail?
Because it's a ways around. I had text her. Listen, I had text the wrong message. I had a phone in prison.
Wait, he got caught cheating from jail.
Yeah, I did.
That gotta be a story. That is crazy.
That's why I want to stay in jail.
No, you stay by yourself. No, by yourself. I'm good.
Stay.
How was you cheating and got caught from jail? Not because she it was on the movie, but this one they write it down and the woman see the other girl.
Let him tell. How did you get? He sent the wrong message.
So this is 2007. That's when Facebook had just got its break. And I commented on her friend who I'm cheating with her with.
From jail, you commented on this
I commented on the story. I don't know that everybody can read on the page.
You know everybody can see.
Listen, so it was a Lil Mama song. The lipstick is popping, and after that, I said that on there. Lipstick is popping. Everybody's singing, and it was a whole fiasco after that. I never seen or heard from her again.
From the best friend or the girlfriend?
Neither one.
Neither one.
They was roommates.
You lost both of them.
I lost both of them.
So you think they confront each other like, why he say this to you?
I don't know. That's saying I don't know what happened because I wasn't there.
I don't see why the friend was mad because. She already knew she was on.
She was on some bullshit.
She was already on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe she was mad at me for telling the secret.
Yeah,
being reckless. I was being reckless.
You thought that was like a direct message.
I ain't know nothing about it, man. I had just got my first cell phone in prison. I'm thinking I'm sweet. I'm just commenting.
What's your cell phone?
95 likes on
It was a
it.
color screen phone.
I can't remember.
I remember
this 2007, so I don't.
Even
It was a
remember
flip. It was a flip phone though.
Okay.
It was a flip. So it was. I don't remember. It was a
Razor
color
was
flip.
popping.
It was a color flip. It had a color screen, but Facebook had just came out though.
And you got busted.
I ain't know what I was
just
doing.
on there.
I was on there.
So
just
you lost everything in one day.
Yeah, I lost a lot of that one day.
Man.
A lot. I mean, look at me now though. I ain't complaining.
Like
he say everything happens for a reason. Everything.
So what happened after that? How'd you bounce back while in prison? Because now you lonely. You ain't got nobody to write
No,
you
I was
down.
never lonely.
He said he had $162,000. He had girls falling out the sky.
Yeah. See, in prison, you can have up to 10 friends on your visiting list. So mine stayed filled with 10.
Stayed
you know,
10,
if
10
you
was
like,
always-
rotated
So
it?
you was Mr. 10, 10, 10 back then.
I don't gonna say all that, but so like a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Like you know how many sexual misconduct tickets I got for having sex on visits? Am I allowed to say that?
You said it. You can't take it back.
So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that be happening on them visits that if you're not looking for it, you wouldn't even see it.
And they caught you.
Yeah, I got caught several times. Because a lot of guys was willing. You got to strap them on and do it, too, though.
So you got to be like, I'm going for it.
I'm going for it,
coach.
I'm going for it. Why
Throw
not?
me the ball. I'm going
Catch.
for it.
Touchdown.
So what happened to the girl on the visit?
Oh, she
banned?
Yup, for a year.
That's it, just a year?
4 years, it's worth it, right?
Right, yeah, because I was like, I got 10 more, so by the time...
I got 9
you lose
more.
your visits then, do you?
No, they was just taking the female, so she couldn't come back up.
But you was good.
I'm good.
But
Really? You wouldn't get no real trouble?
One time I was at a racist prison, and they took my visits for a year. They reversed it on me. They like, you just beating the system. Like, we not
Right,
gonna
'cause
keep.
you good.
They
took.
They expected you not to have no more girls.
Yeah.
Like, it was going to end something.
So they took my visits for a year. Then I'm like, man, that was a hard
But do
year.
you think that they should allow that?
I think they should. I think
think so, too.
I think they should too. I think honestly,
Chemicals?
let me be
like,
honest
for
with
real.
you. If I was thinking criminal, I would go sell drugs in the state that got conjugal visits. What am I losing? Only thing I didn't have in prison was a car.
Right.
That's the only thing I didn't have in prison was a car.
But everything comes to you anyway.
Everything else was coming to me. You ate McDonald's? You better bring me something too. Yeah.
How many different prisons did you transfer to?
You
23,
Now
24.
you're making it sound.
23
You're making it
different
sound
prisons.
fun in there or something.
It wasn't fun.
You're making it sound fun. They
it's
think,
not fun.
oh, I'll go. I have
It's
everything
not-
but a car. You're making it sound too
It's not fun.
man.
I said, everybody can't do what Big Meech is doing. That's just the truth. Big Meech is gonna be a different prisoner than everybody else. Some people are gonna get special privileges. It's about your cachets. Who know you and who don't know you. I could have one of my girls drop off something at a guy as a prison officer's food house and they'll bring it to me.
Right.
He like, man, make sure it's enough for me and her. And these guys or girls, it wasn't just always girls. That's like him being an officer. We went to high school together. I seen he was like, bro, I ain't got no girl at home. Have a girl cook enough for me and you. He gonna eat his lunch. I'm gonna eat my lunch with him. Once he get done, he gonna bring it. Yeah, it's the only thing I was missing was a car. But everybody didn't have that.
Right. Yeah, you had to be doing something on the
You
house
had
to have it
to, you
on
had
the
to be
end.
doing something on the house. You know, well, I was a nobody. I ain't talking about that.
Don't lose focus, y'all.
Yeah, don't
you
lose
do not
focus.
want to go to prison.
No,
you
you
don't
don't.
want to lose 15 years of your life.
You don't.
Myron seems like he's very
Yeah,
interested
how
in it.
often would you, how often?
He need
would
to
you
go on
switch
60 days
prison?
in.
No, I'm never doing that.
I did.
How long was you just in there?
Never done.
How long was you just in there, Myron?
Never.
The longest I spent at one prison was 2 years. And that's because I wanted to stay
They
there.
just kept hopping you around.
Yeah, I was a problem child.
That's what I was saying, because you was in trouble.
But when I got down here to Mound, I did not want to leave.
How long was you
Because you
there?
were so close
2
to
years.
everybody?
Yeah, come on. I know everybody.
Right.
You stepped in that. You stepped in that. Everybody got
Back home.
Jordans. They got Jordans. They got Nike boots. They got everything down here.
Oh, man.
And you in the hood. You at home. You got to know somebody. You have to.
How were there's female guards, right?
Facts.
How was
Jealous.
jealous?
Yeah. Choosers.
What is
Chooser lovers.
They wanted.
Oh, like they was
They
into
wanted to
it
be
with
on.
each other?
They wanted to be on that list, Mr. 10-10-10
Because
list.
I've
Yeah.
heard stories about the prison guards. I mean, I know.
Most of them are true.
Yeah.
Most of them are true.
Like they be impressed with the lifestyle that was on the outs, huh?
Sometimes they be impressed with the lifestyle that's on the inside too.
Oh, straight.
It's a whole different world, man.
They see the power that you have over other men. They like
Right.
that turn a woman on.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. It's different things, man. It's a different world. I mean, if I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is gonna be like some people call me a clown for saying this. I would rather be the guy. I'd rather be the guy. Seriously, I'd rather be the guy getting shot and living my life versus be the guy shooting the guy and going to do 15 years. So right now, I'd rather for somebody to shoot me and go do the 15 years rather than me shoot you and go do 15 years.
I get what you're saying.
that makes sense.
I'm gonna just go in the house.
But I'm telling you, but I'm saying, no, street guys are always, oh, heck, you know, I'd rather be, you a sucker. You just saying that to be tough. I don't have to be tough.
That is the problem, though. A lot of guys always want to be tough first. Instead of being just respectful, like, you can get away with a lot of stuff. Just be respectful. Just hold yourself down. But a lot of people don't have that.
I mean, honestly,
You gotta
now
be
that we
tough.
kind of touching that, that's kind of the reason that I don't go to my old neighborhood. Because there's so many stories about who I am and what I've done and what I'm still capable of doing. I'm not going to let nobody belly me.
Right.
I know a lot of guys that probably want to pick that false argument when I'm down there. Oh, man, he down here, he think he going to do X, Y, and Z to my sister. And, oh, he like my mom, too. And I don't have time. I don't have time for that. So I'm the type of guy, I'm going to go down there, I'm going to talk for 2 minutes, blow the horn, I'm going to come back later or something. But if you sit there too long, that's that false argument. And then guess what? You know he gonna be in there. Man, I'm the one that killed 30 and up.
Yeah.
You know how many people that I didn't. It's a guy in prison that he's known for Maserati.
He's
Maserati,
fixing
like
below
when
That's
when they
he's
see
known
him,
for.
that's the one that killed Maserati. Huh? Like, and
That's
he been
insane.
in there how many years? That happened in the 80s, didn't it? You got to tell me, I didn't go to 03, 04. And I met him, and they was still talking about what he did in the 80s. I don't want nobody to be talking about me like that, talking about I'm the one that killed Mr. 30 and up. It ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna stay in my suburb. I'm gonna let you stay in the hood. I'm gonna stay in my. You gonna worry about these potholes.
Building up his Rucci.
Pay my
Ruchis.
taxes and stay in the suburbs.
I'm gonna have my Ruchis. We can have that conversation too.
We don't have to. We don't. No,
What
we're
are
not.
Ruchis good for?
No, we're not gonna go in that
What are
conversation.
Ruchis
Oh, okay,
known
I'm just-
for
We're not
in
going in
the
that conversation.
street?
No, we're not that.
Because
I'm
both of
talking,
y'all got pair of Ruchis.
but I'm just talking about the 4G aspect.
We don't have to go there.
Okay. Okay.
Unless
we
y'all
don't
want
have
to.
So you plan on getting into the race game?
Yeah, I got some muscle up under my hood. Why not?
What hood?
I told you I got 3 old schools.
Oh no, I don't think I heard that.
Yeah, you heard it last week when I told you I got the 83 colors that I'm putting the 60s on. I'm gonna race him with.
You scared me last week. I didn't hear nothing.
He was too aggressive. It was scaring
I was
me.
like, whoa,
It
what's
was scaring me.
How you hold on? Listen, I'm a marshmallow now. If I'm scaring you, how are you ready to go to prison then?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay, I said I'm a
not
marshmallow
serious.
now.
Like, I'm not serious at all. But yeah, I was like, hold on, what are we doing with this show right now? Last
He
week?
asked me. He said, "Hey, what if it starts spiraling out of control? What are we gonna
I'ma find
do?
his ass.
So what are we gonna do?"
We gonna need that.
No, it's fine. I've cussed in every single episode. You guys never catch it.
When we caught that one, we gonna need that
That
50.
was good. You got a couple S words in there.
So what do you want to talk about Ruchis and 4Gs?
No, we ain't gotta talk about it. I mean,
Neither one of them sponsors.
what are these old schools you got? No, tell them what the old
What's these
schools
old
are.
schools?
Yeah, 3 of them.
a 68 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, 78 Caprice with the aero scoop back window.
Oh yeah.
The box, that's a 2 though. I don't ride nothing with photos unless it's a truck.
Too many doors.
Yeah, too many doors. I got enough women to fill them, but anyway, and then I got the 80. Yeah, I got the 83 colors.
So that's when you're racing.
Yeah, that's that one. It don't even go straight. I got to figure out how to make it go straight. It got too much motor. It just
CG
do.
done had that problem before.
Yeah, it just do donuts.
He's definitely
You just
gonna
do
lose.
donuts.
It just
He's
do
definitely
donuts.
gonna lose this money.
You
y'all.
hit the gas, it just go in circles right now. So we trying to
How
figure
much do you
out.
want to race for?
Man,
30.
it ain't
30.
it ain't no paper
There's
shortage
no
over
cap.
there.
It's just whatever.
It ain't none.
No shortage.
And
It
the
ain't
car
none.
don't go straight. Do circles.
I'm just.
So
I'm just.
are we racing in the circles or we going
We
straight?
can do both because I know it'll go circles for sure.
We going straight.
It'll get you to A to Z. I promise that.
You gotta get that rear end done.
No, it already got that.
Mr. Jonathan, be quiet over there before we get on you. Don't make it start going on you. Sit over there and be quiet, Jonathan.
What you got, a 14 in yours?
Who?
Your in?
I don't know what they took it.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
I don't know nothing about
Are
it.
you even driving this car?
I don't know nothing.
And you're
about
not
it.
even driving it,
I'm
huh?
driving it.
Oh, because I'm driving mine.
Me too.
Okay, just making sure.
When are we
You're
ready?
paying Brandon.
Mine in the paint shop right now, huh?
So it'll be ready soon.
It's very soon. It was supposed to be ready for the Dream Cruise.
So we're gonna get this done this year.
I don't see why not.
I like that.
How long your car been in the paint shop? Let's talk about that because that's a
Who's-
different story. There we go.
Who's painting it and how long has it been
That's a
there?
stressful
Man, my
situation.
car went in the paint shop July the 10th last year.
Last year, 22.
22. 22. I wasn't
And you
stressed.
paid them?
No, I ain't pay him yet.
Maybe that's why it's there.
So
You owe them some money.
Maybe that's why it's still in the face.
So I wasn't stressing it because I'm like, okay, I get it. Get the interior done over the winter time. Then it comes summertime again. I'm like, what's going on? You know, guys got all these excuses. Baby mama's sick. I'm like, COVID's still going around. Like, bro, we in 2023. But
I had a guy tell me he couldn't work on my car because his girlfriend broke up with him, and he was
that white
heartbroken.
That white guy was telling you some crazy.
Man,
But
he
you
was-
said
he
it
was-
though.
he
You
was
said he was
heartbroken.
really tripping about that.
No, he was really sad. He was really.
but I
down.
didn't kind of gave up on old schools. I'd just rather buy me something new, throw some rims on it, and call it a day.
It's a different.
They a headache.
It's a fun headache.
That's like having a needy baby mama.
How do you describe it?
A needy baby mama.
It's no feeling like it once
No,
you're done
because
with
once
it.
she's good, she's good. Like the baby
Right.
mama ain't never been good
Until the
yet.
baby needs something new.
The baby grow up.
Right.
Don't have no more babies with her.
Nah,
You just figure out no more babies with you.
I am
Give me
done.
a different baby.
I'm done, babies.
You done? One
And he
done?
do. You got two, right?
I really got 3.
You got both of them, right?
Huh?
You got
No,
one.
I
kid?
got custody of my youngest son, and then I got my daughter. She turned 3 in February, and I got an older child. I got a child from high school.
Okay.
Oh,
We
okay.
was
She
talking
gotta
about
be an
that. You won an
adult.
award or something.
Yeah. Man, keep it moving.
You won an award at the thing for having
At the school?
Yeah, to having the oldest kid or something. I think his kid was like 21 or
I don't
something.
know. They was just fooling. They was tooling the fools.
They gave y'all
They got
some
a
more.
plaque.
I would have gave him an award for that too. We got the oldest kid in the room.
Yeah. Successful though. Graduated from Michigan State in December.
Was it a girl?
Boy.
Oh damn. Good for you.
Yeah.
They the hard ones.
Well, I
The girls just gotta make sure.
so I was gonna make a post today on.
Make sure they don't strip.
I was gonna make a post because I had both of the kids for the last 2 days. Like I said, my daughter she finna turn 3 in February, and my son will turn 2 in April. So they're a year apart basically.
Okay.
People say that you don't love your kids differently, but I love my kids differently. Like the girl and the boy, like I have a different type of love for my. I probably would be taking care of my daughter until she get married and her husband say that he's gonna take. But
But
when
I think that's normal though. Like people be one way with their
but
son.
I'm saying, but they say it though. They be like, oh, I love both my kids the same. But you can't love them the same if you're gonna cut one off. And
So you put your son out at 18, but keep your daughter till she's ready to go.
I don't think I will put him out at 18 because I don't think my kids are gonna go to college unless they play some type of sport.
Why is that?
Because look at the road that I'm blazing right now. That they're gonna know so much by the time they turn 11 to 12. Gotta think I'll be a millionaire by next summer. Like liquid cash, like a real millionaire. Somebody you'll be like on the Forbes list in the next 10 years. So both of my kids are young, and I'm on the Forbes list in the next 10. So why would they be going to college? Everything they need to know about business, I'm gonna be able to teach them. Cause I'm gonna touch so many things and knew so much stuff that they're not gonna need it. But my daughter is really athletic. Like she's like a sponge when it comes to. Like she in swim class. She been in swim class since she was 4 months old, and she in gymnastics now. She did soccer, but that's the only way they're gonna go to college, man. If they really want to be like a doctor, or lawyer, something they need a degree for, they just wholeheartedly did. This is what I want to be.
But sometimes going to college is also an experience too.
I think everybody should have that experience.
Yeah,
Me personally,
it's an
I think
experience.
so because it's something you be like, wow.
Like even
this
if
is
you
great.
don't graduate, or
You
you
go
don't
for 1 year and leave, as long as you tried it. And
Get
you be
that
like,
experience.
I might want to stay, I might not want to stay.
Yeah, but it also that's a costly experience.
You'll be a millionaire just for this.
all these
Yeah, but
vacations and trips these people paying for experience.
Yeah, I'll pass on that experience.
Nah, they have to have that experience. I think so.
It's a scary experience too.
Why?
You gotta think, a freshman in college is like a risky business. How many colleges you've been on with them freshmen?
I mean,
you
but
can,
if you teach them right and guide them, I mean, you can teach them and guide them, and
and they can still go the wrong way.
they still can, but there's still a choice. They can do that at home on the couch.
Yeah.
So it's no difference. It's either or, you know. I'd rather for them to try something and not worry about, oh, is this going to happen or that's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my money with experiment.
Why? What if she go there and love it?
I'd rather
like,
give-
Daddy,
I would rather-
I love your business, but I want to go here and do this.
But see, it's not gonna be my business.
Her business,
But
they
yeah,
business,
it's gonna be something that
everybody's
she's
business.
gonna want to do by the time she turns 18.
How you know?
Because whatever she want to do, I'm gonna support it.
What if she want to go to college?
I'm gonna support it. That's
That's it.
what I told her. I think the only way she want to go. A lot of kids after the 12th grade, they don't want to do no more work anyway. So they don't want to just go.
But they might want to go for the experience. All their friends graduating,
A
going,
lot
this
of
person
times
going
the
here, this
parents.
person going there.
A lot of times kids go to college because the parent be pushing them towards
I
that.
wanted to go to college. I actually enjoyed the college.
You-
Did you go to college?
After a couple years, I didn't go.
Did
straight.
you like it?
Yeah, I had fun.
Was it a great experience? Even if you never did nothing in that
Would
field,
I call it a great experience? I mean, skipping was great.
I
Yeah.
went to college too, 15 years.
you should have a doctor.
Hey, you can get a degree in jail or.
They had school. I did
did
it,
you
but
go
I
to
didn't
school?
finish. I didn't finish.
How you didn't finish? You ain't had no
He
place
had
to
no-
go.
He was booked up. He had
Oh,
Yeah.
you had conjugals.
Yeah, I was tired. of it.
Illegal conjugals.
Hey, listen, man, juggling women from prison is a job.
And get me done. I bet it
It's
is.
a job. Like you gotta send out these letters to everybody.
Were you drawing hearts and
Yeah, I can
flowers? You could draw.
No, I can't draw, but I'd pay somebody.
Yeah, a guy in there drawing cards and stuff.
Oh, so let me tell you. So when I went to jail, so what I did.
But you didn't go to jail.
Stop.
So did you go to jail or not?
Stop. So anyway, so one day, like I was bored when I was in jail. I went to county for driving a suspended license a bunch of times, right?
A bunch of
A bunch of
times.
times. Like 19. Anyway.
Did you cry?
Nah, hell, nah, I ain't never cried. Nah, the first time I went to jail because I was in the car with a girl who was in. The police officer saw the girl in the car and he wanted to talk to the girl. She was in. You can look the girl up. She's in a music video from back in the day. She was in Young Jock's video. If you look at the video, there's.
We
like,
dropping no names? How we gonna look her up?
You can watch the video. If you watch the video, you'll know immediately.
Gotta
She's
drop the
in the
name,
video.
man.
All the girls there, but you just know this the one
You'll-
Myron was in the car with and went to jail because the cop wanted to talk to
You'll
her.
see it. You'll understand. You watch the video. Young Jock is going down. Watch that first video.
Let her get
She's
her
in the
shout
video.
out.
Nah.
So if it's 30 girls in the video, I'll single that one out.
Yeah, I guarantee.
Impossible.
I will play it after this. I guarantee you'll point it right up. So the cop pulled us over, and I had warrants and didn't even know it. And it was just
What
like
was it
3
for?
days
What was it
before not paying tickets.
So you know you didn't pay the tickets.
Yeah, so maybe
So it kind of sound like you would have known you had a warrant since you didn't.
I was trying to pretend I was asleep, but then he woke me. Hey,
He cried.
He knocked on the window.
He cried. He going to jail for parking tickets. He
He
cried.
never cried. But so yeah, that was the first time.
Ain't nothing wrong with crying.
But like I said, so I went in there this one time, the last time I went to jail for license, driver's license, and so I was bored.
Every
in
time
there.
you went to jail, it was like this.
Yeah. So I was
Christ.
bored in there, so right. So I started hustling cigarettes. So I had
You had to be in there for a long time to start selling
Yeah,
cigarettes.
he did.
He couldn't bond like this.
3 months.
This
4
all
months.
for a driver with no license.
Yeah, Oakland County don't play.
That's a big.
Don't play with Oakland County.
That's time right there.
Man, they could have gave me a year. They were like, you got lucky. They were like, we could have easily just threw a year at you. I was like, yeah, I'm pay these license off after this. So I started off.
And you didn't cry. 4 months for some license. You cried, bro.
I never cried about
But ain't
anything.
nothing wrong with crying, man.
No,
I admit to you that I cried.
I wish I did cry.
I admit to you that I
Why
cried.
do you wish you cried?
Because I don't have that emotion.
You
So,
don't cry?
so you never
I don't
cried
cry.
before?
You never
I don't
cried?
cry. I don't cry.
Ever?
I don't cry.
About nothing?
I cried when my dad died for like 2 minutes. Done. That was it.
Was he a part of your life?
Yeah, he wrote.
He didn't even know his daddy.
That's what I'm saying. The guy that got my mom pregnant was a part of my life, so that's why I asked.
You knew him?
Yeah.
Y'all played baseball and hung out?
Yeah, he was my dad. What you mean?
No, he was just your friend.
I'm trying to talk about
He's
the
your
cigarettes.
friend
Look, y'all getting way off.
He
of
was
that
your
stuff.
friend on the weekends, huh?
No, he was. I lived with
Did
him.
anybody try you?
No, ain't nothing like that. Nah, it was cool.
Ain't nobody put.
Lie.
Did anybody put some candy on your pillow or anything?
Oh shit! Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
They lying.
It was county time. There was dudes in there, and if you was in county, so if you was doing something, you was willing to be doing it. Wasn't nobody raping nobody. You saw people get raped?
I have never seen it. No.
You never heard?
I heard about it, but I never seen it.
No, I'm saying, did you hear the screams?
Man, you kind of weird, man. What's wrong with this guy, man?
I'm saying,
I know you heard the moan. Describe the song you heard. What's wrong with you, bro?
like you weren't in your
Relax,
cock,
man.
and you were like,
Yo, cop.
and you were just like, yo, it's going down in that sense.
He want to know too much.
No.
This guy's crazy, man.
But look, so I started off with 1 cigarette, and I traded a muffin or something for it, like some.
Where did you get it from?
It was from
The
my
cigarette.
trade. Oh, from some dude. I don't know.
He just said, "Here's a cigarette."
No, I said I'll trade
Candy
you.
on the bed.
He
We're getting
wanted
closer to it. As he keep
wanted
talking.
he wanted the cake. That's what it was. It's cake. I don't eat sweets, so I was like, yeah, you can give me a cigarette. So I just took that 1 cigarette. And that's what I did to get through because I was bored. So I
If
was
you
just
did it
hustling
once,
cigarettes.
that don't make you gay. You know that, right?
It. We talking about a cigarette? Hold on. He was there. Yo.
This is crazy, man. I don't want nothing to do with this conversation.
10:02 p.m. When it all broke loose.
Jesus
I
Christ.
didn't hear no rape. I heard willingness.
We got one guy talking about he was trading cigarettes.
I had a pack of cigarettes by the time I left jail,
a
though.
whole pack.
Yeah, and I just gave the whole pack away when I left. I was just like,
So I got a
what
question
So
for
he's
you.
backwards hustling.
So I got a question.
I'm bored.
Would you rather be the person that know it all or have it all?
Have it all? Know it all or have it all? That's a crazy question.
It's a
That's CJ. CJ,
He asked you.
no, but I'm asking you now.
I don't want to be involved right now.
Hold on,
I want to hear your answer.
I gotta really think about
Because
that.
that's a big question. Because
That is a huge
if you
question.
know it all, you can also have it all because you know enough to get
to
it.
get it.
that's what. But see, a lot of people want to
You don't have it all.
skip the steps.
No.
And they'd rather just have it all.
Yeah. If you
A
know
lot
it,
of people
you can get it.
A lot of
You
people
can't
want to put
take
in the
it
work
away.
though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. A lot of people don't want to put in the work.
You're right. That's part of the
And
journey,
it
right?
goes back to here go another question, another loaded question. Would you rather be around somebody that inherited the empire, or would you rather be with the person who started from the ground up?
Oh, I'd definitely want to start from the ground up.
Yeah, but
You see these rich kids, they don't appreciate nothing.
and they
They don't know how to get it or keep it.
That's
They gonna
that's
blow
the
it.
truth.
They gonna blow it.
Blow it.
Blow all your little money you made.
Yeah. So I lean with he said though. I'd rather be the person that
Knows it all.
because if I know
You
it
can't
all.
take it from me.
I can get
If I got it, you can take it. I don't know how to get it again.
But
if
you
I know how to
might
get
you might not gain it as fast as the person that have it all. It's gonna be a process. Just
get
because
to
you
that
know it all
point.
don't mean you're gonna have it all overnight. It's gonna be a journey. That's what
But
I'm
you
on.
gonna appreciate
I'm on
the
the
journey.
journey. I appreciate the journey.
You'd appreciate being rich as a kid too, though.
No, you won't.
Man,
You just be
Rich,
spoiled.
you never watched Richie Rich?
Yeah, but he was like everybody I know who grew up with. They was getting money. Their parents were getting money. They swindled. They had got
all
cars. They
OD'd.
tore their cars up.
Yeah.
They
all
on
did a
drugs. They
bunch
just
of
they
stuff.
just dwindled. They had no. They didn't understand the value of a dollar.
There
When
was-
you never had a dollar and you had to grind for it, you understand how important 4 quarters was.
keep that dog.
If I just give it to you, like, all right, I can get it. But if I got to go out, like Jonathan, he cut grass, he do this. So he understand how important 20, 50, 30, whatever dollars he's making, he has to work hard for it.
Right.
But if I just give it to you,
but he don't understand the value of a dollar if he giving it away to
Yeah,
you.
he's something different.
If you work that hard for it, you
I was just using it for that one example, nothing else. I was using it for that one example, nothing else.
Because listen, see, that's why I say because a lot of people look at my success and they think I just supposed to give them anything that they. No, I worked hard for this.
That's what people do think. The more money, the more of abundance of money that you have, the more you can give.
And that's why I understand the song. The more money, more problems.
Yeah.
Because the more money you make, the more problems you're gonna occur.
You gotta stay like pretending to be broke. That's why you got the morality tools.
I say that all the time. I'm broke. I'll tell you in a minute.
Broke.
Every time he call me, what I be telling you?
I ain't got
What I
it.
say?
You think somebody gonna ask him borrow some money?
No, but I be broke for real though. Because my whole thing is I'd rather spend all my money on houses rather than let it sit in the bank. Because money in the bank don't make money. So I'd rather go broke on houses and know if I got 5 houses on the market right now, that's $1 million.
Real quick. I know we're running short on time too. I want to do this real quick too. I want you to wrap this up real quick. Tell me about the investment group you got. That was sweet.
You got an investment group?
It was an investment group, so I'm the president of an investment group. So what it was, I grabbed 10 people and we all put in $1,000 a month. So that's $10K a month that we invest in anything. Like we just bought 3 houses off the land bank a couple of weeks ago for $3,000 a piece.
Damn.
So 3 houses, we gonna put probably 20 into each one of them and sell them off for 60 or 70. So already we net profit already. That's 2. We even.
Probably
3 maybe. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I'm just trying to show people that black people could come together and do the same thing that white people do. Something positive.
Yeah.
Whites or whoever else.
Yeah, whoever else.
Because you know where we
Yeah,
live
whatever
at.
race.
Yeah.
We know who getting it here.
All right, y'all, man. We're gonna wrap it up. This is another
Episode of Toolin and Foolin. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
want to say it, Mar? Because
Mar,
he act
you
like
want
when we
Mar's
get a car.
scared.
I wanted to say that part. When we get here, he be looking. Come on, Mar, come say
in
it.
the car, though.
Come say it.
So I don't want to say
You don't want to see it?
All right.
Okay, make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Please.
Myron got these shirts made. I'm kind of.
You love it.
It should say Race Talk TV on it.
Every
as well.
time I tell people that, they be like, that's long. Even when they type it, they be like, that's too long.
So what?
They kind of tight though.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of tight.
Well, I didn't.
Y'all don't have no muscles
Do you
for
think?
them.
Hold on, bro.
Listen, like,
He don't even
subscribe.
do drywall.
He don't even do work. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate Chapman for coming,
Always.
giving
Thank
us
you
a
for
freaking nice journey that life has took him through and made him 2 years today. We thank Myron for coming out to bring these tools. Myron, we talked about this tool. What is this tool, real quick?
This is another impact.
Another
This is a
impact.
smaller one, smaller version
than
of this.
this.
It won't take lugs off, but it'll put a TV on the wall. You
Or
know,
drywall.
Yep.
It look like you cut Cali converters or something with this. You take Cali converters or something.
Jonathan wanted.
Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. We thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, check out the channel if you miss
Share.
something.
Please
Yeah.
share,
Don't keep
share,
all this information
share.
for yourself.
Share
Give it out.
more than you can.
And hit Myron up on his Instagram.
Oh
He
yeah,
got shirts.
I got these for sale too. I got a bunch more. I just got the order in, so I got to start shipping these out when y'all.
I should get
send
one
me
for
extra
free,
money.
right?
You got a lot of money, man. You should give us a donation and take some
Yeah,
shirts.
why don't you donate to the show?
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening, man. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out of here.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.